Let's do it. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Captain Clint Johnson. I am a pilot. I am ATP certified and have flown over 28,000 hours. Currently, I'm in shit show Mexico City overnight. My boss came to pay one of his lovers a visit. Before I head to the hotel, I like to eat at the nearby restaurante called Comedas. It's a hole in the wall, but what attracted me was their marketing scheme they did with their business. Cheeky little Mexicans are always ambitious. They have this one dish I always try and get. It's called Menudo a pata al rice. It's pretty much menudo, but without the panza. That's tripe, my non-Mexican speaking amigos. I mean, don't get me wrong, tripe is delicious, and it's obviously what makes a menudo. But I always thought the star of the dish was the cow feet and the bone marrow. And that's what these brilliant fuckers thought of. Simple. Menudo broth, hominy, and cow's feet. Delicious. With one last aromatic, freshly made corn tortilla on the tortillero and no more frijoles, I take the complimentary pickled carrots and queso fresco, top it with salsa, and make myself one final taco. It was pure bliss. I tell Nancy, the server, she could walk me to the kitchen to see her parents. I walk up to Ramon, the chef and owner of Comedas, and offer a genuine handshake and show of my appreciation of the hospitality. I then turn to Alexa, his gorgeous wife, and owner of those delicate and tender hands that make those freshly made corn tortillas. I give her a big hug and slip $350 in her apron pocket. Ramon is a lucky guy. If I weren't in love with my life, I would definitely want his. I check into my hotel, Lasalcovas. My boss, Nemesio, ruthless at times, knows how to treat his employees. He once instructed me to talk to Cesar, the bellhop boy, and ask him for some LSD, and proceeded to tell me to trip out on the spiral staircase Lasalcovas had. One of the best experiences I've had in my life. Marta, the concierge, always smiling while she checks me in. She tells me never to stop smiling, that life is full of wonder and it's full of goodness. She really is a genuine soul. One time I tried tipping her $500 and she refused the money. I tried very hard for her to take the money, but she didn't budge. All she said is my smile was enough for her. She calls out for Cesar to pick up my only bag. It really wasn't necessary, but she understood the friendship I had with Cesar.
¿Cómo estás, mi güero viejón?
Cesar greeted me and picked up my bag and walked me to the elevator. On the elevator, I tell him, "Speak English, you imposter." You see, Cesar was about my age, and about 10 years ago, while he was living in New York City, Cesar murdered his wife and her lover. Crime of passion doesn't really give you life sentences, but Cesar saw a better life in Mexico.
How you been, CJ?
Only he calls me that. I tell him I'm doing well, and I tell him how's the tel currently.
Your girl Sadie's in town. She checked in last night.
Sadie. Always traveling the world like me. It's nice to catch up with her when I get the chance. I tell ya, in another life, I'm working a 9 to 5 somewhere, and I'm going home to Sadie every night. But not in this life. I knew where to find her, however.
¿Quieres nieve?
Cesar proposed as the elevator continued to climb. Nah, no snow this evening, Cesar. But get me some psilocybin.
You got it, boss. Give me 20 minutes.
Checked into my room. Beautiful. Something about hotel rooms that always seem to feel new whenever you check in. Smells great. Looks great. Most suites have marvelous views. You just end up feeling like $1,000,000.